All right, guys, it's time for the new tier list in Anime Last Stand, as well as the new DPS top damage units. Let's take a look. But before we do, guys, we have a giveaway. When this video hits 1,000 likes, I'm going to be giving away the Trick or Treater bundle, or if you don't want that, I'll also give away either a VIP bundle or a game speed or a 3x team slots or a wishball radar, any of these game passes. So we'll hit the winner at 1K likes. Let's get it. Subscribe to the channel and like the video to enter. All right, let's get started with some of the newer units up here that got buffed and extreme boosted. So first up, we have some of the two new units that got major buffs. So first up, guys, we have the godly buff, Hunter Cosmic Garou. This guy is the new DPS king, multi AoE hybrid, and other modes. All right, this guy is absolutely crazy with his AoE. He has some insane DPS. Now, he's not the highest AoE DPS. There is higher units, but it is what it is. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Next up, guys, we have Benamaru's new buff. I think it's another extreme boost. Circle AoE air with a bunch of status effects and all that. And the thing about him, though, is he has a weaker AoE, so keep that in mind. Next up, we have the new godly Naruto. I guess one of the newer godlies. He's probably not the newest. Well, I don't know. They drop lots of godlies. This guy has a decent amount of DPS. But due to his AoE, etc., he has a very bad AoE DPS. All right, same thing with One Wing Angel. This guy has some great normal DPS, but due to his AoE, his DPS is rather sad. And it's the same thing with Gremmy after the new buff. Just not quite there with the AoE DPS compared to other units. Same problem with Naruto's other form and Absolute Deity. Now, one of the units I really recommend is Death's Son Awakened. He's very easy to get, very easy Evo. And look at this, guys. Full AoE hybrid. His AoE DPS is crazy. Insane considering how easy he is to get. But that is with all of your buffs and the boost as well. So this is kind of a lot of boost going on there. All right, some of the newer ones, guys. We have Ichigo is still, guys. Ichigo is number 10 now. That's actually crazy. I know he got a new skin as well. Heavenly Chad also got buffs. He's now pretty up there in the DPS. Obviously, Alucard, Johnny, Tusk Act 4, and some of the other new units too are all up there. So let's go move on now to the other side of this list. And that is the ability. So this is if you're factoring in the abilities. If you're factoring the abilities, it's pretty much the same list. Not much has changed, to be honest. So anyways, let's head on over here to the tier list. So first up, we're going to base this on the new tier list so you guys kind of know what units to prioritize. Now, honestly, all the extreme boosts are good, but obviously the Cosmic Garou is the best. And then Heavenly Chad, he's actually not that hard to get. Very good as well. Same with Benamaru. So all of these units are great to get. I would say Dante is probably one of the harder ones to get, so I'd probably skip him unless they made it easier to get. Benamaru, I know a lot of people have him, so he's definitely a high priority, and Heavenly Chad is very easy to get as well. So very, very easy to get. All right, progressive tier list. This updated a little bit. So Garou is all obviously up there now, and Naruto. So basically, like, these are just like the most recent godlies. So Rimuru is the most recent godly, and then Garou has the little buff. Lelouch is still up there, guys. I'm gonna be honest, Lelouch is pretty easy to get. Heavenly Chad is up there too. Support-wise, Garou obviously still up there, and this guy's extreme boost. Starter units, Gremmy is back on top. If you guys don't know, back in the day, Gremmy was one of the best starters in the game, and obviously after the extreme boost, he's back up there. Pretty sick. Farm units, nothing has changed in the farm units. Dark units, Rimuru and Lelouch are really goated. Same thing with the Ainz combo. So these two are honestly very easy to get, so I highly recommend you guys get them. Very, very easy. Light units, Heavenly Chad is pretty easy to get. Definitely recommended. The rest of these guys, I'm gonna be honest, are kind of a grind to get. So this guy is the easiest to get on this list for sure. Death's Son, obviously, guys, I talked about how goated he is. Definitely a highly recommend if you're a newer player. He's gonna really help you out. All right, fire units, Benamaru is pretty goated. And then otherwise, you know, Rimuru is pretty much the goat. All right, godly tier units, you guys can pretty much see that this hasn't really changed much. The TLDR is Rimuru and Garou are goated, and they're pretty much great in all the categories. And obviously, Garou has the new best leader buff in the game. Sadly, Rimuru has the worst. That's kind of Rimuru's downfall right there, is the worst leader buff. All right, Mist tier list. If you guys are in World 1, this is what you guys are going to want to get. All right, Tengen, Tatsumaki, Garou, you get them for free. World 2 progression, you're going to want to get some good farm units. And then Heavenly Chad is very easy to get. So those are kind of what you want to get for if you're kind of starting out. Extreme boost, Garou, guys, definitely the best to get. I will be honest, though, he's probably one of the harder ones to get. These other extreme boosts are definitely way easier, so you might want to try to get those. and Nukes, Rimuru, obviously goated. So there you go, guys. That's the new tier list. Thanks to all the whole tier list team, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.